The smell of an elephant ear covered in sugar, roller coasters, butter statues, it'll all be there. But the main attraction is Blackstone Cherry on stage at the Illinois State Fair. What's up, everybody? I am Heff. I'm here with Ben from Blackstone Cherry. You guys have a day off on the road, living on and off the bus. What are you doing a day off on the road?
Man, actually, what's funny, I'm watching right now. I don't know if you can see behind me or not. This is our bus. Our bus driver is washing our bus right now. He's a hell of a guy. And normally we just hang out. It's a time for everybody to get out and stretch their legs, do what they want to do. Whatever city we're in, we find if there's any cool shops around, music stores, record shops. It's just like a relaxing day.
There you go. So tell me about being back in the road. Now everyone's been back out there now for a year or so, but like those first initial shows, I remember talking to people playing the state fair last year. They're like, this is awesome. This is like the coolest thing. At any point since you've been back on the road, you're like, I can't, we were stuck inside so long. We can't be jaded about this. We kind of got to we got to pinch ourselves every day that we're like back out here doing it. Cause I do stand up. So like once I got back on stage, I was like, I can't ever complain about a show ever again because I was stuck inside so long.
That's exactly right. And that's where we've been. And we've always been like, we never were ones to ever think we ever took anything for granted, even like before the pandemic. But now especially, it's like anything you might want to complain about, you just kind of keep it to yourself because you're like, yeah, I'm not going to be the one to complain about anything anymore because, we never knew it was going to be taken away from us so quickly like it did in 2020. So now it's just like, you just put up with things, and just go along with it. We're just happy to be here.
Are you guys getting along better on the road? Has there always been like, we need time away? Or is it, because it's different. It's like a reality show. You're stuck together the whole time, right?
Yeah. Luckily for us, we, our band has been together for so long, and even our crew guys are all, we're all such a tight knit group, so we all get along. What's funny is we joke about it. Like we're at a hotel today, but like we only get one hotel room for our driver because we used to get hotel rooms for maybe the band or something, but then we would all end up on the bus together anyway. So we're like, okay, we're not going to waste money on hotel rooms when everybody just ends up back on the bus hanging out, So that's just what we do. Luckily for us, we have a great group out here that, if we do start to get on each other's nerves, we know that, and we, take a walk or something like that. But it's we're really lucky that it's pretty chill.
All right. Now, Illinois State Fair, are you going to enjoy some of these state fair food offerings that are not like out there normally? You're going to get yourself some like a double dipped Oreo, a deep fried Oreo. Everything's just deep. You start with deep fried and then you just dip it,
right.
That type of thing.
It wouldn't be a fair without it. We have to, we'll have to stake out all the corn dogs and the deep fried burgers and macaroni. What's funny is we walk around these state fairs and I see like deep fried deviled eggs and deep fried mac and cheese with extra jalapenos. I'm like, who the hell is eating this walking around a hot ass state fair? I'm like, what are you doing? But like I said, that's what we love about fairs, so it's gonna be great.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. You're on the road. You guys are goofing around. You got to do something to keep the levity in there. Has anything ridiculous happened with you guys on the recent tour? Is that because there's always a story? There's always something happening, right?
I'm trying to think. We've been out for a couple of weeks now. Nothing too crazy yet. We were last night. We were in Utah and this beautiful scenery, these mountains up in a ski resort, and we filmed ourselves acting like we were looking for Bigfoot. One of our crew guys like did a Bigfoot thing out in the woods, so we'll put that on TikTok pretty soon. But normally we're pretty tame. You know what I mean? We try to avoid anything that might get us into any trouble. But no, we haven't had anything worth talking about. Put it that way yet. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Yet.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that accent coming out. Yet. I appreciate it. Tell me about that. Where you guys came together as a band, because that Southern culture, that boogie woogie of rock music, I can feel it. I was in Nashville this past weekend. It was everywhere. You guys wear that. You are a rock band, but there's some roots to what you're doing, right?
Yeah, I mean, we grew up listening to all kinds of different stuff, from obviously rock, but like country and blues. I love gospel music. I love reggae music. We listen to everything. So I think we always joke that you can't wash the Southern off of us. You know what I mean? We could try to be something else, but that Southern tinge is always going to be a part of our sound, just in the way Chris sings and just in the way we play and go about writing songs. But that's the cool thing about our music, I think, is that it's not just one directional. It can go off and branch off into different things.
Now, tell me about the new record, Human Condition. I mean, it's new to some people because you're out there touring on it, even though you
Right.
recorded this right before the pandemic.
Yeah, it is crazy to think that like we're still touring on the album and it came out October of 2020.
You're not the only band I'm having this conversation with.
Yeah. But it actually honestly feels good though, because the silver lining of that is the album probably got more life than it would have otherwise. Are you still there? Okay. Sorry, my phone went away.
No, you're good. You're good.
So, that's the good thing is we're able to tour on it more so than we would have just normally, But yeah, it's really good and people are loving it. I see a lot of new faces every night, and that's the good thing about being out here and touring so much is that when you think you've played to everyone and you still have a lot of people coming up going, oh my gosh, that was my first time seeing you guys. I love hearing that. So I love the fact that we're making new fans every night and it's great. But we just started working on new stuff too. We went in the studio back in June and recorded 7 new songs, and then we're going to go finish the rest of them at the end of the year. So we'll have some new music out probably before the end of the year.
So, will that be a whole new album? Or are we talking an EP? What are you thinking?
We don't know yet. I mean, we're talking about different things. Like, did we release it one album? Did we release it, in 2 different halves? There's so many different ways of people releasing music now. So we're
especially digitally, some people just put a single out, I'm just going to put out a new song just because I want to or something like that. Yeah. I saw Muse do that. Muse was like, we're not going to put out another album for a year, but we wrote this new song. We like it here, So it depends. I mean,
there are no rules anymore. So, we're kind of filling that out, but it does feel good to be able to write new music and super, super excited about all this new stuff we're coming up with.
All right, it's coming up here. Blackstone Cherry, August 14th, Illinois State Fair. You can get all the info. We're going to have it up for you at WQLZ.com. Loving the music here. Tell me about this track again. I enjoyed this. This is one of those songs that came out in the pandemic that definitely made me think, even though I don't think the song was written in that frame mind, I was like, all I want to do is do this again that I can't do again. And I know that sounds like a maybe a perspective that wasn't applied when that song was put together, but it has a great soulful thing and it's a very rallying song. Tell me about this track.
Yeah, what's funny about that song is that was written very super last minute while we were in the studio. So normally when we go in the studio, we have all the songs that we know we want to record. And we were in the studio one night recording, and we came up with this guitar riff and this vocal melody. And we were like, shit, let's go record it, So we wrote it right there on the spot. And lo and behold, it was the first single that came out. It's just one of those songs that you never know what's going to happen with it, and you never know how it's going to latch on. But I think people do dig the meaning of it. Just, you just get up, you do it again. It talks about the, rising up from whatever circumstances you may be in. And no, we weren't even thinking about the pandemic at the time, but it applied to it. And I think that's why the song caught on. And it's one of my favorites to play live, even still, and it's new-ish, but it's still so fun to play live and see people's reaction. And super happy we wrote that song. And again, it's one of those things that it kind of wrote itself very last minute.
Absolutely. Ben with Blackstone Cherry on stage, August 14th, Illinois State Fair. Once again, tickets are up at WQLZ.com. A lot of other big shows there, including Disturbed, coming up with that show as well. Nita Strauss is going to be with them. So State Fair, you're going to have to make more than one visit out there. So come on out if you're anywhere in the central Illinois area. Anywhere. If you're watching this online, just make the trip. It's going to be well worth it. Ben, thanks for the time, man.
Man, I really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you all soon.
Yeah, we're going to get you one of those deep fried macaroni jalapeno things that you'll enjoy it coming in. But maybe
yeah, hit the date. Let's mark it down.
Yeah, we'll reserve one of the porta potties for you guys just in case you need it.
I appreciate that.
All right, take care, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the time.
You too, buddy. Thank you.
Bye.